Okay, we're about to talk about something you see literally every single day, but probably never give a second thought to. The humble brick. Yeah, I know, it sounds simple, but what if I told you that a tiny change in how we make them could be a massive, massive fix for our climate?
I mean, think about it. What if one of the world's oldest, most basic building materials, something humans have been using for thousands of years,
actually held a simple, pretty low-tech key to fighting climate change, like right now? It sounds wild, I know. So let's get into it.
All right, first things first. To really get why this is such a big deal, we need to wrap our heads around the just staggering scale of the global brick industry.
So check this out. Every single year, the world cranks out about 1.5 trillion bricks. That number is almost hard to imagine. And as you can see right here, Asia is, well, it's the absolute heart of all that production. We're talking nearly 90% of the global total. And that big slice there, that's just South Asia. Places like India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh firing up more than 20% of all the bricks on the entire planet.
But here's the thing. When you picture a factory making all these bricks, you might be thinking of some high-tech, automated plant. But that's not really the case here. This industry is mostly made up of these clusters of traditional, pretty small-scale kilns, and they're often burning things like coal or biomass with, basically zero pollution controls. And to top it off, they're usually right on the edge of huge cities.
And the impact on the local air quality? It's just staggering. I mean, take Nepal's Kathmandu Valley, for example. It's estimated that these kilns are responsible for 28%, nearly a third of all the harmful particle pollution in the air. We're talking about that nasty soot and dust that gets into your lungs. And it's directly affecting the air that millions and millions of people have to breathe every single day.
So, okay, we've got this massive, polluting industry. But here's where it gets really interesting. Inside this industry, there's a simple choice in technology that changes everything. It's really a tale of two kilns.
All right, on one side you've got the old way of doing things, the Bull's Trench Kiln, or BTK for short. This is the one you see everywhere. Its design is super simple. The hot air just travels in a straight line right over the bricks. The problem? It's really inefficient and creates a ton of pollution. But then on the other side you have the improved zig-zag kiln. And the crazy part is, the main difference is just how you stack the bricks inside. That's it. This one simple change forces the hot air to snake through a longer, zigzag path. That holds the heat in way better and gives you a much cleaner, more complete burn.
Now, a simple change like that sounds great, right? Almost too good to be true. But does it actually work out in the real world? Well, a team of researchers went out to South Asia to find out, and they measured the smoke.
And wow, this data shows exactly what they found. Don't get bogged down in the details here, just look at the colors. See all those blue diamonds? Those are the old, inefficient BTK kilns. The red and green shapes, those are the new and improved zigzag kilns. And it doesn't matter if you're looking at soot on the left or those tiny harmful particles on the right, the blue diamonds are always way, way higher. The old way is just, well, it's just a lot dirtier.
So the takeaway here is just crystal clear. That one simple change, just stacking the bricks in a zigzag, dramatically, and I mean dramatically, cuts down on all that soot and pollution.
Let's put some hard numbers to this, because this is where it gets really nuts. Okay, for every kilogram of brick they make, the old BTK kilns pump out, on average, 0.16 grams of soot. The new zigzag kilns, just 0.01 grams. That is a reduction of over 90%. And for the fine particles, it's a 70% drop. This isn't just a small tweak, it's a total game changer.
But okay, this is about more than just cleaning up the air in one city or region. This pollution has a direct, powerful effect on the global climate. And that brings us to the really big payoff here.
So, to really get the climate angle, we need to quickly talk about one little science concept. It's called radiative forcing. Don't worry, it's simple. Just think of it like a pollutant's warming or cooling fingerprint on the planet. If the number is positive, it's warming things up. If it's negative, it's cooling things down. Simple as that.
Okay, now take a look at this chart. This is the big one. The blue bars you see, that's the long-term warming we always talk about, mostly from CO2. But the red bars, that's the powerful short-term warming effect that comes from pollutants like soot. Now, just look at that top bar for current emission. See that red part? That's showing us that right now the short-term pollution from this industry is having a really significant warming effect on the planet. That's our problem, right there. But here's the amazing part.
The study found that if we could convert all of those old BTK kilns to the new zigzag design, we would slash that short-term warming effect, that red bar, by 60%. Just gone.
And get this, if you were to upgrade all the traditional kilns to more modern versions, the total short-term warming effect could drop by a massive 70%. In fact, it might even flip the switch and cause a net cooling effect. How? Well, cleaner burning also releases other particles that can have a cooling effect. The bottom line is, this is a huge, powerful climate lever just sitting there, waiting for us to pull it.
So, at the end of the day, here's where we are. The science is totally clear. The technology isn't some futuristic dream. It's a simple, proven fix to a process we've been using for ages. And the potential benefits for both people's health and the global climate are just enormous. So the real question is, with all of that on the table, what's it going to take to finally make the switch?